Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. We are doing another What I Eat in a Day on Weight Watchers Blue Plan today. I'm really excited to share more WW content with you, and I'm still new at doing these videos because I filmed my breakfast segment, which you'll see coming up, but I completely forgot to do the little intro part. So I'm filming that for you now. I'm about to actually make lunch, which you'll see after the breakfast segment. But thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna share some typical things that I eat in the day on Weight Watchers. And if you are new to my channel, I am on Weight Watchers Blue Plan. I have lost just over 50 pounds. It's been about 2 years-ish on Weight Watchers. And yeah, it's been slow and steady, and it's become honestly just more of like a lifestyle for me. My goal now is not necessarily to continue to lose pounds. I'm very happy and content with where I am, and I just want to continue enjoying the lifestyle that I have with Weight Watchers. So I'm going to share more of that with you, and some of these staples that I'm sharing with you today, like I shared in my previous video, which I'll link as well down below if you didn't get a chance to take a look at that, are things that I love to eat and drink, like my coffee and all of that kind of stuff. They're things that I definitely love and eat on a regular basis, so I want to share that with you. Let's jump into breakfast, and you're going to see my full What I Eat on Weight Watchers Blue Plan. Enjoy. Good morning, guys. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna start it like this, and thanks for hanging out with me with my morning face on. I'm gonna do another What I Eat in a Day video. You guys really gave me such good feedback on the last one, and you really seem to enjoy it. So I am excited to continue to do them and share more of like the Weight Watchers stuff. It's very exciting. So thank you for joining me. It's a weekend, and I am feeling like a little bit more of a hot breakfast today. I'm still not super hungry, so I'm gonna do 2 eggs, which is gonna be 0 points. I'm gonna scramble them up, and then I'm gonna do 2 slices of the Olimel old-fashioned ham, which is 0 points as well. And then I'm gonna slice up a tomato on the side with some salt and pepper, and it's so good. It's one of my favorite little combinations. So I'm also going to have my hot coffee today, and I will share with you what I have in that. And yeah, let's get going on breakfast. Okay, so I just cut up some ham, and then that's in the pan. I'm gonna let that get nice and warmed through before I put the eggs in to start scrambling them. So this is just kind of like getting warmed in the pan, but I am gonna add some ham in the pan for the eggs just to help them non-stick. This is not a very good non-stick pan. I need a new one. So this is going to be breakfast. It's really yummy. I know it kind of, like, you might not think that it looks appetizing with the cold tomatoes with that, but honestly, it's super yummy together. I'm just gonna quickly make my coffee. So today I'm gonna do a hot coffee. I'm gonna do a Keurig coffee, and so I flip-flop back and forth between Premier Protein and hot coffee. So today we're gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with what we have. Donut Shop, and just gonna use the Keurig for this. Super easy, one hand. Strong. Coffee's brewed, and now I'm just gonna add in my everything that I would add into it. So this week I got this delivered. This is the Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides Powder. So I did some research. I asked you guys over on Instagram what collagen powder you would recommend. And this one I got the most votes on. But also there's other ones like Organica, a couple of other brands too. But I ended up going with this one because I got it super fast on Amazon Prime. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one full scoop. It's like this. It's 0 points, and I'm just gonna pop that into my coffee. It's unflavored, so you're not gonna have any taste in the coffee at all, and I definitely haven't noticed any taste to it, which is great. So next thing is my sugar. I actually still really like regular sugar. I know that's not the best, but I only do 1 teaspoon in my coffee, but I just can't give it up. I really don't love the taste of sweeteners. So if you guys have any suggestions on any sweeteners that don't have like a really typical sweetener taste, let me know. And then I go in with 2 tablespoons of half and half, so it's 10% cream. And that to me just gives it a nice rich flavor. I'm just gonna give that a mix up so I can kind of make sure all of the stuff like the collagen is dissolved. And then we'll go ahead. It's 1. That's 2. So that's a 3-point coffee, and I really enjoy it. So I still will make sure I, count all the points for it, but that's my coffee. Okay, so that is breakfast. I also just filled up my water so that I can get one of these in hopefully before lunch. We'll see. And then this is the egg and the tomato, and then also my coffee. So this is just a 3-point breakfast because we're just counting for the coffee, and I think that's pretty good. So I guess I will next see you at lunch, and I'm gonna go and enjoy this. So good, and by the way, you can't taste that collagen, which is great. All right, I'll see you at lunch. Hey guys, we are now getting into lunch, and this is one of my favorite go-to lunches, and if you follow me over on Instagram, you know I love sandwiches so much. They are my bestie for the resty, and they can definitely be higher in points, but I'll share with you the ingredients that I'm going to be using on today's sandwich. I use the Weight Watchers bread, and sometimes I use other bread if I can find it that's lower in point. We just don't have that many options, so I find like this is quite good. I don't mind it, and I just kind of stack in all kinds of really good ingredients, and it makes a really nice sandwich. So each slice is 1 point, so it's 2 points for the bread, and then I go in with my deli meats. So I'm using cooked turkey breast, and I'm using honey ham. I will do 2 slices of turkey. I will do 1 slice of ham. So that's gonna end up being 1 point for the meat, because the 2 slices is where I'm gonna get the point value from with meat. And then I'm gonna use Hellmann's regular mayo. I do not like light mayo. Sometimes I will buy it just to try and use it and, I don't know, just try and lower the point value, but I don't use actually that much. So I think it ends up being, I still count it as like the tablespoon worth. So that'll be 3 points for this, but it's worth it because honestly, that's a part of the flavor of the sandwich that I love. And then I go ahead with, let me just double check this. I'm pretty sure this is 0 point value for the mustard. Yeah, so I just wanted to double check in case this one had any cream stuff in it. This is the Deli Bold prepared mustard from Walmart. I love this. It's definitely got a nice bold flavor, which I love on the sandwich. And then I always do some tomato. So I will do a good few slices of tomato, and then I end up putting some white onion on it, or red onion, whatever I have. And then I like to also do some arugula on top. And then some salt and pepper just to taste. Really yummy. On the side, I'm gonna also have one of the Laughing Cow cheeses. These are really great little snack, and this will just be 1 point. And then I'll probably end up snacking on a little bit of a pickle. I might put this on the sandwich, depends on how big the sandwich gets. But I really like pickles as well to have. I'm also going to do a fruit salad. So I'm just gonna do a little bowl, which I'm going to put some blueberries in, and I'm also going to put some strawberries in. Because we have them, I don't want them to go bad, and I think that's gonna be perfect for lunch today. So let's get into it. I'm going to toast up the bread and I'm gonna cut up the tomato and get the sandwich all started. Okay, so that is lunch today. I'll just show you it up close. So like you can see with this sandwich, I've stacked it full. So that for me is how I'm gonna stay full for the afternoon and just have my little snacks on the side. But I really push it. I really push it to the limit, but I love it. And it's just kind of like a good, I don't know, something that you'd find at like a deli, you know what I mean? And then this gorgeous little fruit salad. I think this is gonna be really nice and refreshing, and I'm just gonna pick at this I have some filming and editing to do, so I will kind of do that this afternoon. I already know I'm gonna need one other coffee today. I just feel like I need it, so I will probably share with you when I have that. I am on my second one of these, so we have a little bit of water to catch up on. Anyways, okay, I will see you in a little bit. So I knew I needed another coffee, and I'm going to have the same one basically as this morning. So I know, again, like 3 points can be a lot for just a coffee. But coffee is a lifestyle to me. I just love it. So I'm gonna make this. It's gonna be my coffee, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So I will see you at dinner time. Worth it. Hey guys, so it's dinner time, and I'm making one of my absolute favorites tonight. I'm super hungry, and we are going to make kind of like comfort food tonight. It's oddly enough very cold here today. I don't know what's going on, but it's the worst. So I'm ready for some comfort food, and we are going to make shake and bake. So just looks like this if you've ever tried it, and I love shake and bake. It's so delicious and also very low in points. I'm gonna have one chicken breast, so I'm gonna bake them all up because that way I can use them for lunch tomorrow with a salad, and that's perfect. It's ready to go, and it'll just be 1 point, which is great. To go with it, I'm also going to have these sweet broccoli tender stems, and I'll show you how I cook these. I just do them in a pan and just kind of like cook them that way. They kind of like fry up, but they just kind of steam essentially in the pan, and they're so good. They char up a little bit and they're just delicious. I love these guys. So we're also gonna have that, and I'm going to make, I'm gonna do a parboil with those mini red potatoes. I'm going to use like a 1/4 cup of them. It'll end up be almost, maybe more along the 1/2 cup. Of those guys, and I will parboil them so they get kind of soft, and then I'll transfer them onto a baking sheet, and then I'll put them in the oven with the chicken breast, and that goes all in at 400, and so then I'll bake those out for about maybe 20 minutes, and then they'll be nice and crispy and tender inside, and that's the way I like to cook them. While I'm waiting for them to parboil, I will go ahead and get the shake and bake chicken ready. So I will show you how so the shake and bake itself is really, really easy. It just comes in a package, just like this. And then it also comes with a little baggie that you use. I know some people like to use their own bags, and then so they have a little bit more space, but I'm just gonna use this, and we're only gonna use 1 package. So what I'll do is I'll just put the whole bag into a little baggie. So you just put it in a baggie just like this. Okay, so one at a time. So just showing you the chicken when it's done, it looks like this. It's all nice and coated in the shake and bake, and then it's gonna go into the oven. Once I have the potatoes all plated up as well, which I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so the potatoes almost kind of at that stage where you can definitely put a knife through them, but they wouldn't be fully ready. So they're perfect for the oven. So I'm just going to spray them with a coating of the Pam, and then I'm gonna go ahead with a little bit of salt, a couple pinches, a good amount of pepper. And then I also like to add in some onion powder. I just think it adds a really good flavor with potatoes. I'm also going to add in some thyme leaves. So there are the potatoes, all nice and seasoned, ready to go in with the chicken. Everything is gonna go in like 20 to 25 minutes at 400. So I just set a timer for the potatoes for around the 12-minute mark, maybe even, I might even check a little bit before that. I might give them a little turn around and just see how they're doing, but I think that's gonna be perfect. So, okay, so now I'm going to get started on prepping the broccoli stems. They're the next ones to be cooked, and we're gonna be in good shape. Okay, so I have the broccoli stems in the oil, and I put in a little bit of this garlic as well. And then I'm also going to top it with some of the Lowry's seasoned salt. We're just going to see if I can open this with one hand. I'm just going to put in a little sprinkle over top just so that they get a little bit of flavor while they're cooking. Just like that. And then I'm also going to do some black pepper, but I can't do that with one hand. So I'm just going to let these kind of cook a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put over this pan on top. I don't have a lid for this pan, so that would be super helpful if I did, but I don't, so we're just gonna work with it. It works every time whenever I do it. They just take a little bit longer because they're not steaming as much because they don't have a proper lid. So I'm just gonna put some black pepper, and then I'm gonna put that over top and let them kind of steam away a little bit. Okay, so these have been kind of going for a few minutes now. Sorry if that's a little bit loud, but I love the color that they start to turn. It's super vibrant. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn them over once. So my favorite thing is they get that like little bit of a brown color, which is so yummy. All right, tough with one hand, so I'm gonna meet you back here. Okay, so those are the broccoli stems all cooked up. I'm just going to add a little bit of lemon to the top of them, and I could honestly just eat that whole plate. Like that to me would be so good. So I just take this guy and I'm just going to put, I love lemon, so never too much, just like that. And then those are gonna be all set and ready to place as a side. So yummy, you guys. If you have not had these, just trust me, so good. and cook them just like that. They're gonna be perfect. Okay, so the shake and bake chicken is done. I just double checked it in the middle just to make sure. It looks so good. It smells so amazing. So the potatoes also needed just a few more minutes, so I've left them in, and then I'm gonna plate it all up. So here are the potatoes. They're all done. They are nice and crispy, so I actually turned on the broiler for 2 minutes and just let them kind of do their thing, and now they're ready to plate up. Okay guys, so I actually ended up only going with technically 5 potatoes, so I'm still gonna count it. I'm gonna count it as 5 points for the potatoes and 1 point for the seasoning. So this is technically, no, I did use some oil, so this is like a 7, or I might just do 8 points just to be safe. But really excited about this. This is such a yummy dinner, and it's definitely very filling for the point value. Okay, so dinner was absolutely delicious. It always is, but it was really good. And now I'm ready for a little dessert. I am going to try something that I've seen so many people do, and I follow Amanda Lewis on YouTube. I've definitely seen her. I don't know anybody else that necessarily is doing it, but I'm sure this is like a big WW trend. I'm very late to the party. I'm trying this PB&Me powdered peanut butter. So I know that PB2 is the one that Amanda uses, but this is the one I ordered. It was gonna be able to be shipped to me the fastest. So I'm gonna have this with some cut up apple, and you just use basically, it says, mix 2 tablespoons of PB&Me with 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. I love peanut butter, and it's a high point value. Sometimes I need it, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I love a good peanut butter moment, but we're gonna try this today. And then I'm also going to have one of these. I'm going to use the other 2 points after I use one of the points on this. I'm also going to use 2 points on one of these vanilla bean mochi. Is that how you say that? So they're super cute, first of all. They basically come in a little container like this, and we have already tried them, but they're tiny little, I don't know, like, what is the consistency? Japanese inspired ice cream dessert wrapped in a chewy rice dough. So yeah, it's like doughy on the outside with a slight bit of powder, and then it's a really beautiful vanilla bean ice cream in the middle, which honestly I want a little more of, but it's a really interesting consistency. It's kind of plain, but it's kind of refreshing at the same time. So I'm also gonna do one of these, so I will put that on the side, but I'm not gonna have that right away. That might be just a little bit after. So I will show you in the meantime how I'm gonna make this PB&Me to have with some apple. Okay, so should be quite easy. So I'm taking 1 tablespoon . 1, 2. Kind of like that type of consistency. Pretty good. Just want to save room for the mochi. Okay, so I put it all on a plate together, and I'm gonna try one. If this is good, this could be good for me. This could be good for me, because honestly, I love peanut butter so much. Okay, all right, let's go for it. Honestly, that's really good. Like, no joke. That's actually really delicious. It actually has more of a natural flavor as opposed to like the Kraft that I'm used to, which I love. I always get the light Kraft, and it's still very high in points. And I would say it doesn't replace that, because I still find that as a really good treat, and I still would enjoy that more than this. But for a substitute, that's a really good one. So basically, I also, like a lot of you guys were telling me on Instagram, that you use it in your smoothies. So that's an amazing idea, because I love using peanut butter as well in smoothies. So I would totally put this in there. If I put it in smoothies, does that mean that I make it like this first and then put it in a smoothie, or do I just put the powder in a smoothie? Not sure. But yeah, let me know down below. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go and enjoy this, and then I'm gonna enjoy one of the little mochi? No, it's mochi for sure. Mochi? I know this and I've heard it. They're not like a rare find. They're, you know, everywhere. But they're really good. I like them. I'm excited to try different flavors. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me on today's What I Eat in a Day. That kind of does it for my 24 points today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, if you enjoyed this What I Eat in a Day and if this is fun content for you. I really enjoy making them, and it's fun for me to share more and more of that WW lifestyle stuff because I think it's fun. I watch so many of these videos, so it's cool to be able to also be adding into the community, even though I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I think you can see that. Like, I'm just kind of a regular gal just trying to make it work, and it's been working. Do remember to give this video a thumbs up. It would really help out my channel. It just helps me grow, and then also remember to hit that red subscribe button down below if you aren't subscribed already. I do post new videos every week, and it would mean the world to me if you wanted to follow along with that. And yeah, hit the alarm bell, all that kind of stuff. And also my Instagram is down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is so different for me to post Weight Watchers content, so I'm really enjoying it though. Anyways, thank you again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.